Hey, everybody. Oops. my my laptop kind of fell down. Hey, this is Chris from Divine Key for your Workout Wednesday. And today we're talking about spirituality. So I find this really interesting. I started a Sunday sanctuary gathering with people to come and talk about just spirituality, things that they want to discuss or learn about or share with other people. And I've had a couple of these. We had a couple in December, and we've had one in January here. And what I've discovered recently is, as I was thinking about it, is I assumed I knew what people. I assumed that we all saw spirituality as the same thing. So today, actually, what I'm doing is I'm asking the question, what is spirituality for you? How does it show up in your life? What is it? When you were to talk to somebody and they ask if you're a spiritual person, what does that bring to mind? What do you think about? So I can share with you what I think is, and it's interesting because I call this the spiritual gym, because for me, spirituality is all the things that I do. It's the way to connect to the divine. I mean, the name of my business is Divine Key, and it's named that because it is that connection to something greater than me. I'm a human here on this earth doing human things, but beyond me. And it's not that the divine has full control over my life, I still have free will, but divine means there is a greater power for me. So it's outside of my humanness. Now, I also believe that there's a spark of divine in each of us. So that when we talk about spiritualness, it is our connection to something greater. And there's so many ways to connect to something greater. So, for my opinion, and this is just my opinion, there are ways. The most common one that you see here is, religion. So, you go to church or you gather with others, and you connect to a greater power through that mechanism of church and religion. Meditation is another way that you can connect to the divine and reach a connection with a spiritual being. I used my cards, so like my tarot cards or oracle cards, or actually any of the tools I use are my way to connect to divine, and it's a spiritual practice. It's how I find guidance through something greater. So if you're joining me on a replay or if you're watching live, pop into the chat. What does spirituality mean to you? And how do you access it? Like, what does it bring to mind, and how do you embody it in your life? How do you bring it in? For some people, spirituality might happen through dance or cooking or reading or being in nature or singing, making music of any type, drumming. So, um, and it could be angels. When we talk about angel cards and stuff, uh, a lot of people find spirituality through that. So, I'm interested. I'm interested as I go forward to find out what people feel spirituality is, and how they approach it, and how they integrate it into their lives. And I challenge you. I challenge you to really look. And here we're at a new year, so instead of resolutions, let's look at our spirituality and let's see how we can bring it into our everyday. I challenge you, if you have a sense of spiritualness, what is your spiritual practice? What do you do every day that has spirit as part of it? And um, there's nothing within what I'm saying that says you're doing it wrong or right or anything like that. It is more of awareness. Take a look at what's going on in your life and see where spirituality comes in, and see how you can embody it more, see how you can embrace it, and see how it affects your life, see how it changes things. If you were to begin a spiritual practice today and come back next week to visit me again, How would you speak differently about your spirituality? And how would you speak differently in a month from now if every day you integrated 10 minutes of a spiritual practice? If for 10 minutes a day you wrote in a journal and expressed connection to the divine through your journaling? Or what if every day you sat in meditation? Or what if every day you looked at a painting, a beautiful painting, and thought about the beauty of the painting or what it said to you? Or what if you did a painting yourself? Or what if you gathered with others for 10 minutes a day? Or what if you took a walk in the woods? These are all ways that spirituality can show up, I believe, from my perspective. So ultimately, I guess for me, I'm really curious to see if anyone responds to this and reaches out and lets me know in some way what their spirituality is. And I hope, my wish for me is that I continue to keep my eyes open and see spirituality in new ways, see different ways that spirituality can come into my life, and um, not miss the opportunities to connect with the divine. And I wish the same for you as well. I wish for everyone to have a connection to something greater that can help guide them and make them feel that they are not alone and that there is support and guidance um, for their life. So, this is a quick one. I just was curious, and it's kind of like a spur of the moment, and really was curious to see what people thought about what's going on with spirituality. And if you happen to be in my area, this is not an online gathering, but Sanctuary Sundays happen from noon to 2. And you can drop in, join the conversation, and maybe we can have a discussion about spirituality or what people believe spirituality is. So I hope you're well, be well, and I hope to see you next Wednesday. If you like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That does totally help the algorithm. It helps other people see this. And we'll see you next week. Be well. Bye.